I built a team of AI agents that's literally going to print you money. Meet Joe, Owen, and Ruby, the ultimate AI sales team. These 3 AI agents are going to take you all the way from scraping cold leads that you've never spoken to before, to sending hyper-personalized cold email campaigns, to even booking them in for actual sales calls, so all you have to do is jump on the sales call and close that person as a client. Relevance AI selling this exact solution as their Bosch BDR agent for $40,000 to enterprise clients. Artisan just raised $25 million in their Series A funding, and their product is called the AI BDR agent Ava. And Ava is literally just a fancier version of Joe and Owen. Now, believe it or not, over the last 3 weeks, I was able to build this out using just a couple of simple workflows on n8n. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing that with you for completely free. Now, with that being said, let me introduce you to the team. First up, we got Joe. Now, Joe's specialty is that he can scrape leads for you from literally just a single voice command. So as you can see, I've got my conversation with Joe here on Telegram, and literally all I'm going to say is, "Hey Joe, can you please scrape me a list of leads for founders of marketing agencies in New York, United States, London, United Kingdom, and Sydney, Australia?" And literally just like that, Joe says that he's now added 345 new contacts to the Google Sheet for founders of marketing agencies in New York, London, and Sydney. And if we have a look at the Google Sheet, you can see that now we have a list of exactly 345 new leads, and they're all founders of marketing agencies in the exact locations that we defined. So literally with one single voice command on your phone, you've now scraped a whole bunch of leads. But it doesn't just stop there. Then comes in Owen. When Owen finds out that new leads have been added to the Google Sheet, he will go through each of them one by one and do a whole bunch of research to create an internal research report that looks something like this, with everything from that person's profile to their company profile, to their interests, unique facts, similarities, pain points, solutions we can offer them, everything from their LinkedIn profile, their education background, experience, their recent LinkedIn posts, a detailed analysis of literally everything you can find out about that person on Google, and even their most recent negative Trustpilot reviews. And then once Joe does that research, he doesn't just stop there. He then uses that research to create a sequence of hyper-personalized cold emails that try to book that person in for a call. So as you can see in this example, there's a cold email sequence of 2 emails being sent out, and in the first sentence, there is a hyper-personalized opener or a hook. And the aim of the hook is to grab the person's attention to say, "Hey, I know who you are." And this, in turn, will make the communication feel one-to-one, which is generally known to significantly increase the performance of your cold email. So as you can see in this instance, it says, "I was intrigued by FWB Talent's commitment to a distinctly human approach in influencer marketing. I read this on LinkedIn and I wanted to learn more." So as you can see, it's already referencing the fact that it's researched that person on LinkedIn and we know who they actually are. And then in the next sentence, it says, "You're likely spending significant time managing internal processes manually while maintaining that personalized touch your agency is known for." So we would only know that the agency is known for the personalized touch if we'd actually researched them. And so when Morgan actually opens up this email, she sees that first and foremost, we actually know who she is, and we're also referencing her pain points. And if we're able to successfully do both, then there's a very good chance that Morgan is going to reply to our email. But in the instance that Morgan doesn't reply, we then send a follow-up email in the same thread to push this back up their inbox in case they missed it. And as you can see, every single email has an opt-out link, allowing the recipient to opt out from receiving any more emails, which is generally best practice and is known to keep you out of the spam folder. Now, let's say if Morgan didn't want to receive any more emails from us, she'll just click this button, and then that will take her to this very nice page that says, "Your privacy is important to us. You have successfully unsubscribed." But that's not all. Owen also has a bunch of other features that will maximize your email deliverability. For one, Owen actually rotates the sender email every single time you send an email. So for example, if you wanted to reach out to 150 leads, Owen will divide that by the 3 inboxes you have, so you send 50 leads per inbox. Now this is extremely important for deliverability. But let's say, for example, like my business, your customers sit in different time zones. Well, in that case, what Owen does is that it recognizes exactly which time zone your customer is in, and based on that time zone, it will send them an email which is going to be in an appropriate time for them. because obviously you don't want to send someone an email in the middle of the night. Now, in addition to that, Owen also checks for replies before it sends every single follow-up email to make sure that if the customer has already replied, we're not going to send them more and more cold emails. But you know what the craziest part is? Owen does all of this without needing any email marketing softwares or tools whatsoever. So with Owen, you can send hyper-personalized emails at a fraction of the cost of any subscription on the market. But to be completely frank, the most powerful agent of them all is probably Ruby. Because let's just say in an instance where Morgan or any other prospect replies to one of our cold emails, within just a couple of seconds, you'll receive a notification on your phone. And it's going to be a message from Quick Reply Ruby. Ruby sent you a message to notify you of the inquiry by giving you a full history of exactly what's going on with that customer, and then she's even going to send you an action plan on exactly how she's going to handle that inquiry. So in this instance, it seems like Morgan asked if we can book in a 30-minute call for Wednesday, the 30th of April at 2 p.m. And so what Ruby did is that she checked availabilities, and because she found that 2 p.m. is available, she decided that she's going to book in the call and send an email confirmation. So then literally all I have to do is grab my phone, click on respond, and then just approve of Ruby's action plan. And so just like that, Ruby's now booked in the call into my calendar and also sent Morgan the email confirmation. So literally with just the click of a couple of buttons and within just a couple of seconds, you were able to get back to any sort of sales inquiries on your email. But as you know, not every single time people want to book a call straight away. So let's say, for example, another one of our cold emails got a response. Literally before you know it, you'll have a notification on your phone, and I'm sure that you've guessed it by now, it's going to be from Quick Reply Ruby. It seems like this time the customers responded saying that they're looking to set up some awareness automations. They're asking if we offer this automation, and they're also asking what sort of ROI they can expect. Now, generally, this happens a lot. A lot of times you receive responses where people want to know more information. And so what Ruby's done is that she's gone through all of our documents in Google Drive and found enough information to be able to respond to that inquiry. So the draft that she's prepared is saying that we offer SEO, content creation, posting, and newsletter automation, and that she can expect a 3 to 5x return on investment within 3 to 6 months. And no, she didn't just make up that information. It was all inside our company's Google Drive folder. But let's say you're not happy with the draft email that Ruby's prepared. This one seems a little bit too long for my liking. I'm just going to click on respond, and then all I'm going to do is give Ruby feedback by saying make the email shorter. And then literally before I have time to put my phone back down, I'm going to receive another notification from Ruby, and it seems like this time she's changed the draft in line with the feedback that we gave her. This one is a lot shorter. And so literally all I have to do is click on respond, and then I can either accept or reject and give her more feedback. But in this case, let's say I'm happy, so I'm just going to accept it. And so just like that, Ruby is going to respond to the customer's inquiry. But speed to lead and being able to respond to people within just a couple of seconds isn't the only reason why Ruby is absolutely insane. We've built Ruby as a production-ready agent with a lot of strict guardrails in place. Ruby will never respond to a customer or do anything in the real life without getting your approval. And within every inquiry, she has a kill switch whereby literally clicking on the kill switch, you can turn her off and manually take over that inquiry. But in addition to reliability, Ruby is also extremely cheap. We've built Ruby using state-of-the-art AI models like GPT-4o Mini, and so we're able to bring down the cost of Ruby to the point that you can actually respond to 7,000 email inquiries before you even spend a single dollar. Or from another perspective, you can give Ruby feedback and get her to change her action plan 30,000 times with less than $1. Welcome to the future, my friends. I hope this demo showed you just how powerful the ultimate AI sales team actually is. From scraping cold leads to booking calls, they handle the whole thing. Now, I've just created a playlist on YouTube that's going to take you through building out each of these agents for completely free. And I'm going to put the link for that playlist in the description down below. So literally all you have to do is watch the videos, import the templates into n8n, and set them all up for yourself within just a couple of hours. So if you haven't yet, I would really recommend you subscribe and hit that bell notification, because over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be releasing more insane AI agents like Joe, Owen, and Ruby. And on this channel, I'm going to be sharing all of them with you. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys now to go and set up your own AI sales team. But as always, if you guys found this video valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.